Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jeffrey Epstein Show. I'm your host, Bobbycapucci, and this is our morning update. If you're looking to get in contact with me, you can do that at bobbycapucci@protonmail.com, BOBBYCAPUCCI@protonmail.com. All right, we have one article this morning, and it's from the Express in the United Kingdom. And the headline is, Sarah Ferguson's friends warn BBC that Prince Andrew accuser's evidence doesn't stack up. So they're trying to put the screws to the BBC, it looks like, here to try and get them to who knows what. We'll see what the article has to say. Sarah Ferguson's friends are urging the BBC to put on the rack Virginia Roberts and subject her to an interview just as tough as the one Prince Andrew has gone through. Oh, all right, so they want the media to cross-examine Virginia Roberts? Look, let's be very clear here. Virginia Roberts is the only one who's provided any evidence in this whole entire situation. Prince Andrew has provided no evidence. He's provided words. Okay? And what do I say? What do I always say? Words are what? Words are wind. Friends of Sarah are demanding the 35-year-old Miss Roberts, a victim of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, to be grilled by BBC journalists during her upcoming interview and not just believe her. They told the Daily Telegraph, Virginia Roberts should be properly cross-examined on all the evidence that doesn't stack up. She should be put on the rack. And for those of you who don't know, the rack was a medieval torture device where they put you on this thing and they stretched you out and, popped all of your bones out of your sockets, etc., etc. The BBC cannot drill him as they did and just believe her when there are lots of inconsistencies. Inconsistencies with her story? You mean inconsistencies with your prince's story, right? Because his inconsistencies are one on top of the other at this point. Oh, I've never met her. I've never been upstairs. I don't sweat. I don't. Well, we know what you did do, it looks like there, princely boy. One unnamed friend of Fergie, how the Duchess of York is commonly known by friends and family, has also suggested the BBC should ask Miss Roberts how much she was paid for the now famous picture showing Prince Andrew in a London house in 2001 with an arm wrapped around her waist. Wow. So basically, this is going to be his defense. He's going to try and use the same defense that Epstein used in 2008 when he was trying to get off of that case, trying to beat that case, and how the state prosecutors used the girl's MySpace pages to try and put forward this profile of them being like partiers, drug addicts, etc., etc. So basically what they're doing here is, it's just a money grab. It's just a money grab. Meanwhile, Prince Andrew said he'd never even met her before. Why would he say that? If there's evidence, photographic evidence, why wouldn't you just say, yeah, I met her, we never did anything, I took this picture with her, I'm the prince, blah, 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 blah. But no, he didn't say anything like that. He just tried to deny. I mean, what is he, Shaggy? The Duchess of York's friends said they believe the picture had been sold for almost £150,000. Sold to who? And furthermore, who cares if she sold it? The question should be, why are you lying and saying you've never met her before when you clearly have met this young lady? Miss Roberts is claiming to have been trafficked for sex to Prince Andrew for 3 times in 2001 when she was still a minor by former financier pedophile Epstein. The Duke of York, in his train wreck interview to Newsnight, said he doesn't recall ever meeting Miss Roberts. Again, it's a bold-faced lie that could obviously be proven. All right? Proven to be false. Buckingham Palace had previously branded the allegations false and without any foundation. The palace added, any suggestion of impropriety with underage minors by the Duke was categorically untrue. Andrew also said he doesn't recall the picture showing himself and the then 17-year-old ever being taken. Of course he doesn't. I see no evil, I hear no evil, I've never even met this girl. That photograph you see, you're all crazy. That's not true. That's a lie. That's fake news. And if you believe it, you're into fake news. You're a conspiracy theorist. But there's a picture of you, sir. It's been doctored. No, it hasn't. But they paid for it. Paid who? See what's going on here? You see how this works now? Every time that he tries one of these defenses, it can have holes just blown right through it. The picture shows the Duke, Miss Roberts, and Ghislaine Maxwell, a friend of Prince Andrew and close associate of Epstein, smiling in Miss Maxwell's home in Belgravia. A friend and close associate? How about an accomplice in his sex trafficking and also a sexual assaulter? Because that's what she does, right? She helps him. She uses toys on these girls, does whatever she wants, treats them like however she wants to treat them, because that's how these people roll. Asked by Emily Maitlis during the Newsnight interview how he explained the picture, Prince Andrew said, "I can't because I have absolutely no memory of that photograph ever being taken." So I guess he has amnesia as well. Maybe he has early stages of Alzheimer's setting in. Perhaps he fell and hit his head. Perhaps he is, I don't know, just has some dementia. Or, if we're following Occam's razor, perhaps he's just lying. The Duke also said he doesn't remember going upstairs in Miss Maxwell's house, adding, "I mean, that's a picture of me. It's not a picture of... I don't believe it's a picture of me in London, because when I go out in London, I wear a suit and a tie." These are the excuses this guy's using, right? And for anyone, Fergie's friends, again, Fergie, who took money from Jeffrey Epstein, no wonder her friends are coming out and they're trying to bash Virginia Roberts. No wonder they're trying to do that, right? That's what I would describe as, those are my traveling clothes. If I'm going overseas, I've got plenty of photographs of me dressed in that sort of kit, but not there. And just the way, when you read his interview, the way it reads is funky even. He doesn't even, it's like he's almost like disjointed when he's speaking. Like he doesn't know what he should say, like he doesn't have a script in front of him, so he's screwed when he doesn't have a script in front of him. Miss Roberts, who will be interviewed by Panorama in December, is understood to have provided the FBI with the original photograph and to be cooperating with the Bureau with the inquiry into Epstein's sex trafficking ring. Epstein was first convicted of sexual offenses in 2008 and arrested once again in 2019, just a month before he was found dead in his cell. Prince Andrew, who said he cut out of his life Epstein after explaining to him in person that they could not be friends anymore in 2010, tried to quash criticism over his relationship with the pedophile in the Newsnight interview. Here's an idea. Don't hang out with pedophiles and you don't have to worry about quashing anything. All right? Just hang out with your mom, your brother, and, people that, aren't involved in this sort of thing. People that don't have this shadow above them. But again, these people don't care. They run with these kind of people because it's just norm. It's the norm to them. But as he failed to express sympathy for the victims and claimed he didn't regret his friendship with the sex offender, the Duke was hit by fierce criticism and backlash, which eventually pushed him to step back from public duties. Well. So what we have here, folks, is we have Sarah Ferguson's friends, Fergie's friends, rallying around the prince, providing him with this counteroffensive here where they're going to go out and act as surrogates to attack Virginia Roberts. I don't think that that's going to be a good strategy. Virginia Roberts has provided proof. She has provided pictures. She has provided corroborated statements. She has provided evidence that other people have corroborated. All you have provided are excuses. All you have provided are words. All you have provided is obfuscation. Nobody believes you, Prince. Nobody believes you, and nobody believes your goon squad that you have led by Fergie here coming down the pipe to try and discredit Miss Roberts. We're not going to allow that, and BBC should ask her the questions that they need to ask her. Of course, it's an interview, but Miss Roberts, unlike the Prince, is coming with something that is just unassailable. Do you understand what that is? That's the truth, folks. If you have the truth on your side and you have nothing to hide, when you go into these interviews, you can stand tall with your head held high and you can tell the truth. Not your truth, not some of the truth, the truth. Because at the end of the day, it's not about your truth. It's not about my truth. It's not about power to their truth. It's just about the truth. And the truth must be corroborated by witnesses. If there's no witnesses, if there's no picture evidence, if there's no times, if there's no dates, that's not credible. All right? What's going on here, the accusations planted against Prince Andrew, much more than credible, folks. If they weren't credible, would we be at this point? Would the prince be in such disgrace? Would he have been taken away? Would all of his duties have been taken away? No. If they didn't believe that there was some there, they would be incensed. They would be going crazy to defend this man. But they all know. They all know. Deep down they know. But somebody like this, look, where there's smoke, there's fire. All right? Several girls have now come out and said that, he touched her breast, he's had sex with them. You see the pictures of him in the club actually going crazy after he says, "Oh, I don't believe in public displays of affection." So, look, for Fergie's camp to come out with, both guns shooting the way they're coming out like this, I think it's going to backfire dramatically. I think it's going to be an absolute car crash, just like the interview was. And I think that the prince's pain is just beginning. All right, everybody, if you would like to contact me, you can do that at bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. That is Bobbycapucci@protonmail.com. And if you would like to support the show, you can go to the description box and you can find our GoFundMe page there. Also, just share the show with your friends and family. Just anybody that you think would like the show, share it. That's definitely a huge part of what's going on to help the show get bigger. But really, every time you guys listen to the podcast, you're using the most important capital that you have, and that's your time. So I truly appreciate each and every one of you for popping in and listening to what I have to say and going through these articles and being such defenders of what's right. Because at the end of the day, we could have, I'm sure people listening to this and myself, we have different things that we believe politically, and we probably have different opinions about a lot of things. But at the end of the day, something like this, there's no room for any sort of politics, really. This is just such an important case that it's not worth becoming a political hack in such a case as this. This is a case where the truth needs to be told, and wherever it goes, whoever it brings down, it doesn't matter their political bend. For me, I really could care less. When I have tangent evidence, when I have credible evidence, I will follow it, and whoever that evidence leads to, I will follow into the gates of hell to chase down in this case, because that's how important it is to me. All right, everybody, I will be back tonight for the daily drop unless something breaks during the afternoon, and then I will be back then. Talk to everybody later.